welcome back everybody. This is Mog once more here on Mog's Cast playing some more Kerbal Space Program, as you guys can see here. This time we're going to be bringing up a module to our lunar station that's going to be actually acting as kind of a refueling tank. So we're going to start off with this single person pod. It is going to be a man pod. I know I have these, but they're tiny. And it's not terribly easy for the design I was going to go for. It was going to be a pretty simple design, pretty much just going to be a pod, docking port. It's going to have a small adjuster. Oh, not that one. It's going to have this one. So connect it to this tank. We are also going to have... oh, I don't have the big RCS yet, do I? Fine. Very well. We're going to play this a little more by ear. It's going to go to this tank then. We're going to get a small array of these guys on there. And then we're pretty much just going to attach the other sub-assembly to it that we have built already. This is a little more than 10 tons, but it's going to have to do the trick. Separate there. We're going to take this out of there and just connect it straight to this. This is pretty much what we're going to be going with. This last stage is what's going to attach to the station and act as our refueler. Now, I am going to put MechJeb on here to give us a little more control, a little more versatility there. Got to make sure to put actually some of these guys on here and not forget about them this time, eh? Click those there. Let's zoom on down here and attach another set. Oh, those aren't even. Right there. That's a bit better looking. That should be enough to keep us stable, I think. Do I want more than this? I think I just might. Why don't we go ahead? We're going to take these mono tanks. Oh, not 6, we just want 4. Right there. That's going to do the trick. So that'll be more than enough RCS tank fuel for us, I do believe. Double check all of our little pipes down there for fueling. Those look good to me. Let's check our staging, and then I'm pretty sure this is going to be all we really need. Oh, don't want to forget about these, do I? Don't want to make that mistake again. Angle those like that. Flip it around, put them like that. That'll give us a little bit of generation for our stuffly pods. In fact, I'm just going to do one of these. Give it a little more forward vectoring a bit. I don't even know if that's a proper word for it. Doesn't matter. Last but not least, a couple of these guys. We're pretty. That should be good. That's going to be over 10 tons for our payload, our final stack there. I know it looks tiny in comparison to what we've built before, but it is what it is. Refueling rig. Mark 1. Okay, let's attach that up. That looks fine to me. Double check our staging. Looks good. Bop, bop, bop. Disengage that stage, fire that last rocket. That's pretty much all we have on this, isn't it? Let's take a look. We don't want Jeb flying this thing, so let's get him out of that captain's seat. Why don't we take... Neo G-Blaze, you're going up. You're gonna run this thing up to the station for us. So why don't we go ahead and we're gonna get this thing out on the launch pad and get moving here. Okay, we are out here on the launch pad, getting ready to go here. I've got my wrong window pulled up, so why don't we go ahead and get the right one pulled up. Turn on SAS. Crack up our throttle. Launch those, and here we go. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the countdown for you guys with sensitive headphones. My apologies there. Tilting over, I should also note, this is the day that I'm going to be giving away, or at least selecting a winner to give away our free copy of the new, Kerbal Space Program. Giving it away on Steam. I've got it been sitting in my inventory for a little while here, waiting for this auspicious day. But I just want to let you know that the entering phase, I guess I want to call it, the amount of the time frame you have to enter ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. To avoid any sort of confusion as to which night it ends. It is Saturday. And tonight, 11:59, is when I am cutting off any new entries. So get your comments in either this video or the previous Kerbal Space Program video in which it is mentioned. And we're going to be giving away that copy. I'll probably be getting in touch with you, whoever ends up winning it for the selection tomorrow. I'll be doing a drawing. Basically, I'm going to pretty much be doing like a dice roll to get this drawing for whoever enters, because and there's not enough entries. That's fine. Not enough entries to justify any sort of more complex way to do this. So that's how I'll be doing it. Rolling a little dice here at my home. figuring out assigning numbers and all that to whoever it is going to be. So hopefully that's cool with you guys. Glad to be able to give away another copy of KSP. Of course, these have all been out of my own pocket, so I hope you guys appreciate it. These aren't gifted to me or anything like that. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you drop it in the comments below. Any suggestion for a game that you want me to play here on the channel that you might enjoy watching. That's pretty much the only entering criteria other than being a subscriber and commenting below. It's easy enough to enter. So yeah, make sure you do that if you'd like a free copy. I don't even care if you have a copy already. If you want to get a copy to give to a sibling, a friend, whatever, an enemy if you really would like, doesn't matter to me. Just drop it below. So we're going up. I forgot to put freaking lights on this thing. Not a big deal, I suppose. We can make do. But yeah, we're going out to the lunar station. This is going to be the refueling rig designed for our Lunar Lander 1, so we can actually do some extra missions down to the Moon surface to bring back some science. So that is the goal here. We're getting up to past 200 meters a second and climbing in speed. This thing is a bit slower because it was a little higher than a 10-ton payload. So we're cruising up, getting up to about 16.5 kilometers, 17 kilometers, give or take, and I'm going to start tilting over, because this thing is starting to go a little crazy spins. It's not going to stop until we get a little, until we drop those outer tanks. Unfortunately, I don't know. My balancing must be just off enough that this is just what happens. It just goes a little crazy. Tilt down a bit more, please. Continuing to go up there. These last, second set of tanks are about to go. There they go. Fling them out. Looking good. This thing is going to continue to spin because it's crazy, apparently. Watching my stats up here in the cockpit one window. So, what have you guys been playing lately? Anything you guys been checking out lately that you've really enjoyed, that you'd like to share with me, that I may not know about? I've been really eyeballing getting the new DayZ standalone. I know it's not exactly, complete, obviously. They still don't even have vehicles implemented yet, but I want to play it. I got some friends who've got it, and I'd like to pick it up again. I really enjoyed playing the mod back in Arma 2 days. I might have to grab that one soon. I've heard Rust is good, though I haven't really watched much other than a single Let's Play that was one episode. It was just kind of a, here's what you kind of do to get started. Don't die, is basically what it came down to. And, oops, we're getting up there. I'm going to go ahead and tilt down to the horizon, since we're passing about that 50-kilometer range. I want to start pushing out our apo-apps, as opposed to just riding along the curve. But I've also been considering picking up the Banner Saga, because that looks so good, and I freaking love tactical games. I'm also thinking about playing XCOM Enemy Within, a playthrough of that. I really enjoyed my playthrough of Enemy Unknown. I mean, it had some views and everything. You guys some of you enjoyed it, which was nice. I know the channel isn't huge. I can't really expect all of you guys to watch all my videos. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I might try to do a Let's Play of Enemy Within, the expansion that came out for it, that added some really cool stuff. I really enjoyed playing it solo in my own time. So, yeah. Cruising up. We just got to space. Pushing out our apo-apps about 88 kilometers at this point. I'm watching right up here in that window, just in case you are unfamiliar with how I have my setup and what I actually pay attention to. That's what I'm doing. Pushing it out. Almost to 100. I'm gonna cut the engines right there. Okay, let's grab this, and we're gonna start pushing out that. Right about to there, looks good to me. So that wants us to come down here just a bit. Can I give myself some stuff there? Okay, there we go. We've slowed our rotation a bit. Alright, so it's asking for about 16 seconds worth of burn. That's with the 3 engines. I don't know how long they're going to last, so I'm going to pretty much start my burn just a few seconds here, not quite at the 8-second mark. I'm going to start it right here. Might as well, right? Those engines might burn out. If not, I'll just be a hair behind, or a hair ahead, that is. So, get a little more centered there. And they are getting close to burning out. Oh, we'll beat it, though. We got enough fuel, looks like. Just barely, though. Right about there, 100 by 96, that's fine with me. Okay, next step. Let's target the Mun, figure out where we need to be. when we start wanting to burn for this. So we got about a 0.4 degree offset in alignment, so might as well correct that while we have the ability to. Oh, wrong button. Or wrong thing I wanted to grab. Center that just a hair. That is the ascending node, so we're going to push it down so it descends. And flipped. 0. So, we need to go for the south side, which is, I think, up on the nav ball. Yeah, right there. We can see the marker, the blue marker there. So it is the 180 mark right here. Exactly halfway around the globe from our 0 degree, which is north. Okay, oh. Stop our rotation. Come on back. Come on, you can do it. You can apparently not do it. Okay, fine. We won't play that game. Let's switch to a free camera mode that I can actually see what I'm doing. Gosh, this is dark. I need to remember to increase the brightness or something when we get to that point. When I actually have to upload, because apparently YouTube, or maybe it's just the editing process of the tools I'm using, just kills the gamma. Just darkens everything up. Sorry, I just had to move my headset just a hair. Okay, so 16.6 meters per second delta V. I have more than that left in these tanks. I have 37, as you can see right up there. And coming in, getting close. We're gonna correct this, and then pretty much get ready to start our burn. Okay, so watching that cruise down, and that's 0 inclination. That looks good to me. So there's the mun. So we're gonna be starting our burn right about here, I think. I may have to adjust that a hair. That's okay though. Either way, doesn't matter. We're close enough. How's that? 608. Not gonna do it. 400. It's a bit better. 120. How about if I adjust this? How's that looking? 214. Pushing that out a bit more. Oh, okay, that's not going to do it. Too much, apparently. 747. Let's bring that in. That's actually about the height we want. The station's at about 250 kilometer orbit, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's find where this is going to want to sit for our nav ball, for our marker. Our node is, I guess, the word I'm looking for here. I wonder if it's actually going to be on one of the poles here on the nav ball. I bet you it is. Okay, I'm going to start turning in toward the ground. There it is. Okay, I'm going to turn down that time warp so we can lock ourselves in with the normal time warp. There we go. Okay, that's about right. So let's zip on ahead. It's asking for about 30 seconds, so I'm going to start at just a hair over 30 seconds, because there goes those tanks. And our time increases to just a hair over a minute. So we're only a few seconds off here, as opposed to 30 plus seconds off. So that sounds good to me. Burning up. We are gonna have enough delta V in this tank to get us out there. We're gonna have to use a little bit to slow us down. So I don't know how much it's gonna take to slow us down, but at the very least, we probably won't burn through this whole tank setup. I guess because it's multiple tanks, but effectively work as one. Burning out pilot Neo G, stunt pilot Neo G Blaze Kerman is holding it steady. Got a bit of a smile on his face there. He's ready to go. He's enjoying this. So thanks for piloting this mission, sir. You're doing well. About to finish our burn here. Just a few more seconds, and we'll be out to the mun. There it goes. Okay. Oh, I think I cut it a little late. That's okay. We can flip around, go to our prograde or our retrograde, and burn just a hair so we slow ourselves a bit. If I can make my way over there, come on. Okay. Cruising around. You can see the motion there on the nav ball. I know that the overall screen probably looks pretty barren at this point, but the nav ball is what I'm watching. Okay, why don't we do this? We're gonna burn just a hair. How's that? 181. Might as well push it out to about 200. That looks good to me. Still at a 0 inclination. That's cool. Okay. So there we go. Bye, Kerbal. We'll see you later. Have fun without us. But we're going to be earning you science, Kerbal. So you sit pretty for a while. Okay. Zipping on out. Our alarm clock should stop us here relatively soon. Sure does. Oh, why am I still... Okay, that looks better. There we go. We're going to set up our node. If I can target the mun, that would be good. Is this music too loud? That seems almost too loud in my ears. I'm going to turn that down just a hair. There we go. That should be a little better, I hope. I've been having to switch around my audio a bit. My recording audio, like my output, because it apparently likes to switch back and forth. Like when I was recording the last few Assassin's Creeds, it wasn't taking much. Like I had my my input microphone volume, the level, turned down a bit, which isn't normal. I usually have it at 100%, which is what it's at now, to make sure that the audio levels seem decent. I should really, honestly, be probably using something like Audacity, which I have. Well, I guess I don't have it installed anymore. I did have it installed before I reinstalled Windows. But I didn't really use it for anything other than post-commentary stuff, but I should probably be recording it with Audacity separately, so that I can use it as a separate volume leveler in Windows Movie Maker. That would make a lot more sense for everything. So it's taking about 229 meters per second delta V to kill our velocity, which means we'll even have gas left in this tank that we're in before we have to kick it off. So we'll have more than enough. Oh, gotta watch our incoming speed there. More than enough left in the tanks. In fact, they'll be full plus a little bit in the previous tank. Okay, slowing ourselves on down, getting ready to complete this burn. More than enough fuel left in the tank for full tanks, basically, when we dock. So I'm gonna burn a bit early. Just a few seconds early. Just in case, you never know. It's better to burn early and correct with the extra time as opposed to being short on time. At least that's my philosophy. Bring that down, and okay, that looks good to me. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just getting in close to the station. So let's set that station as target, and we're gonna start zipping out and trying to catch up to it. Since we're on the inside track, we'll be actually gaining on it. Oh, and there we go. We actually are gaining quite a bit. So let's do this. Take a look at how far out we are. Not very far, but if we pull that in, we'll be able to see just how close we can get. Okay, maybe not. If we push that, how are we looking? That just isn't coming together quite as well. Oh, there we go. It's because of the difference in area there. So 5.1, 2.2 kilometers difference. If we do the burn right there, that's what we are gonna do for certain. So I just need to find where that node is gonna be this time. It's asking for 13.2 meters per second delta V for this burn. That is perfect. We have 61 left in this tank without even ejecting it. So here we have it. We're set up on the node. Let's get down there. We got about 50 seconds left until this burn needs to occur. So let's get rid of that time and just get on up there. About 2 minutes. Minute 30. Minute. Oh, almost too fast. 20 seconds. Okay. Let's do this. And in fact, I'm just going to pull up this so we can actually keep an eye on these stats. Closest approach is 2.8, 2.9-ish, give or take. Closest approach distance right there. That's perfect. So let's get rid of that. We can get rid of cockpit 1 because we don't need it. And okay, so we're just going to pretty much swing around here now until we get close to the station. We're going to kill our lateral velocity, or our relative velocity, as we get in there, and swing on into the station. Are we going to be able to see the station? There it is. So we can watch this approach as we get closer and closer. Okay, we are getting close now, so we're going to switch over and get ready to burn off our relative delta V, relative velocity. We have more than enough left in this tank. Okay, and there it is. don't we go ahead and fast forward just a hair since we have a little more time to kill before we get there for optimal fuel usage. There it is. Let's kill that velocity. Cool. Now, since we're pretty much going to be running on RCS alone here, we're going to eject that. Switch over to translation mode. We are going to open up that control, that port there. I'm going to turn off SAS for a moment, control from here. Snag that, we're going to retarget. Okay, rotation, let's get this thing under control, shall we? Now where do we need, well, we need to go the other way if we want to try to get to facing, which is going to be down this way. And you can see our prograde marker right here. So we basically, the idea is that we want to pull that. Oh, SAS, come back on. Let's flip over to translation. We're going to be pushing toward it. So we just basically want to get that facing toward that thing. So closest approach distance is still right there, huh? We want to speed that up. That's what's going on. Oh, why are you rotating? SAS, hold this thing in place, please. Are you really that unbalanced to one side? Did I do something wrong here? Oh. I put 6x symmetry things on the bottom. Super. Okay, fair enough. Let's just do this then. We're going to disable all of you. Boom. One more. Right there, I think. Yep. Double check. That is enable. Yep. Okay, so you know what I am going to do? I'm actually going to enable the two that are parallel with the ones in the front. So let's do that. I think that'll work decent. Push forward. We're still rotating. Why is that? Are we... Oh, no. Whew. Damn it. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's going to get us close, so might as well flip around and take advantage of it since we used the fuel. Oh, no. Shut off RCS. We don't need you. Okay. Zip on forward. We're going to get close. Come on now. Okay, there we go. For a minute there, I thought it was going to leg out. And okay, we're getting nice and close now. Distance to target is just a bit under a half a kilometer away. We can see it in the distance. Let's center and let's get rid of that delta V, that relative velocity. There we go, that looks good to me. Okay, flip back over. Kill any sort of adjustment there. Auto adjustment, okay. Flip over. Let's face this thing. Oh, come on. Let's go chase mode and actually see if I can get this oriented properly for my head to fit around, if I can make sense of this all. Okay, there it is. You can see it on the nav ball. Should be coming into view right there. Okay. Turn off rotation mode. Turn on RCS. And let's get burning over. Up we go. Forward we go then. This is going to be a little difficult with the screw up I did with our RCS, but I've had to deal with worse. This is fine. I can make do. This isn't a big deal. Okay, so let's get closer. That takes us further away, so let's go in this way. Forward, I'd do about 100 kilometers there. Let's do that. Or 100 meters, not 100 kilometers. Wow. That would be some bad correction work on my behalf. Now which side? It looks like this side down here on the bottom left is the side we want to go for with the docking ports. Yep, that is our lander, so our docking port should be somewhere along this, around the middle there. And in fact, can we target it? Not just yet. It look, oh, we're time warped. That's probably a big reason we can't. Docking port. Nailed it. Okay. Turn on RCS. Let's jump down if we can. Alright. Kill RCS. Put it back in rotation mode. And we're going to face this thing a bit more. Since our only real option for well-controlled motions is forward and backwards. So we want to try to keep aligned well. Okay. Why don't we go ahead, disable this engine. We're gonna lock the gimbal as well. just so that when we switch back to our main view, fucking throttle still goes up. I don't get it. I don't know why that happens. If anybody can tell me why that's happening, like why my throttle automatically goes up to a certain amount, that would be spectacular, because that can ruin missions. Anyway, unimportant at this point. We're zooming on in. And okay, 46 is where we're going to be getting closest. As we get close to passing over, that's where we kind of want to be, so that our alignment will be fairly straight shot at it. Fairly. Okay, let's go back to translation mode, turn on RCS, go back into rotation mode. Oops. Push that over a hair, try to center. Okay, let's go precision mode. We're going to slow ourselves down, that looks about right. Flip over to rotation, turn off RCS, and align ourselves with this. And I'm going to actually turn it back on SAS. Okay. That looks about good. Stop rotating. Okay. That looks pretty decent. We can make do and make the final adjustments as need be. Okay, so there we have it. Let's flip back to translate mode. Push forward. Scoop down a bit. Over to the right. Come on. Forward we go. What is going on with my lighting? Everything is just going a bit nuts, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Not a big deal. Alright. Zooming on down. We're going to push that further down. Try to adjust everything. We should be coming in pretty good. Look at that. Look at that alignment. We're swinging on in. We're definitely going to have to translate up a bit to recalibrate. In fact, right about now is going to be when we want to. Okay, there we have it. Oh, no, sticky keys, go away. Okay, let's reorient. Oh, those panels, those scare me a bit. Oh, SAS, stay on, please. Okay, we're looking good. Turn that back on, flip over, push down. Come on, SAS, do your job. Do your job, you can do this. Coming on in. Bring it back a hair. Down a little. Bring it back up. Over. Come on. Come on. To the left. Just a bit. Just a bit. Actually, you know what would be best? Just disable these freaking things. Keep the two in line. That would make the most sense, I would think. Same pressure coming from all directions. Even in the directions we really don't have too much control over. Oh, actually, that might not do anything for us. No, not really. Okay. Turn these back on. Because, oh boy, we're about to hit. Up we go, up we go. To the right a bit. Come on now. Upwards. Upwards. Oh, go away, sticky keys. I really need to disable that again. After the reinstall, apparently. I forgot that thing existed. Okay, we're looking good. Our magnet should be able to pull ourselves here relatively quick. Okay. Looking okay. Give it a little more push. Forward. And as we get in there forward, I'll be able to cut it a bit. Push our nose down. That looks... Oh, we're way off. Way off to the side. That is what happens, apparently, when you're not paying attention. That looks a bit better. We're going crazy. We're going crazy. Okay, down, forward. I was not even watching. And back to the right, because I'm a crazy person. Come on now. Up, up, grab it, grab it. Come on, baby, you can do it. Nailed it, kind of, if you can call that nailing it. Okay, so we have our refueling tanks on here. We've got some monopropellant. We have a ton of fuel that is going to be able to be used to refuel this guy, our lander, who's going to be going back down to the surface for another mission in tomorrow's episode. And that's tomorrow's episode. Our first reusable craft in this campaign is going to be pretty much where I end the season this time. It's going to be, I think, either 25 or 20, episode 25 or 26, and yeah, we're going to take a little break from KSP for a little while, as we have at the end of each season, at the end of the very first season at least. I think we jumped from the second season straight into the third season because it was right when an update happened. But I'm going to be jumping into some Project Zomboid. In fact, yeah, that starts this coming weekdays. I've got 4 already recorded, plus any more that I may have recorded since I recorded this episode, I suppose. And some other games. I don't know entirely what yet, but we're going to be jumping into some, so I hope you guys enjoy them. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, by all means, please drop them in the comments below. You'll be entered in for a chance to win the copy of Kerbal Space Program that I'll be giving away tonight. If you entered in a comment in either this video or the last Kerbal Space Program video from last weekend, in which I mentioned it, you can also have that chance to enter. So, cheers guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.